Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time of day this is for you. Welcome. It's me, Wingishni Bay, Majekikwe, sweet grass water medicine woman, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman. Also Christianna Chrissy Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings, right here too. How goes it with you, hey? Free flowing Friday? Is it a Friday that you're watching this? Any day, don't matter. These are timeless. A little quick update. I did go to see the neurologist yesterday and found out it's not Antonia that I was talking about that my aunt had. It's dystonia. But there's different types. So maybe there is the A type dystonia. I don't know all the names of them. Anyway, it's not that I have that, but he did say I'm not epileptic. It doesn't sound like I'm epileptic. So, yay! That's good, right? All right. Because I don't know. I can read things and say, this kind of sounds like this is what's going on in my body. But, you know, when describing to a doctor's or a neurologist that studies brains and stuff like that, like I'm in my body, but I don't know the human brain as well as a neurologist would. Right? So, that's why we need oh, that it's not just about opinions, right? It's not just about feelings in my body, and I know what's best. I need to listen. We do need outside help. We have the answers within us to find the outside help that will help us with our inside work. Does that make a sense to you? Huh? Yeah. Let's jump in. We didn't do cards yesterday, so let's do this overall for the weekends. Going in, some balancing energies for the weekend. I'm hoping my cats want to come home with me this weekend. My boys, I gave them the option. It's been tough, but, I miss them so much. So many changes happening, right? Record keeper. But that's what happens. It's been changing since the beginning of time, right? There's our morning star. Morning star. Dawning of new days. What do you do every day? First, be grateful that you're alive. Another day to take a breath, maybe. I don't know. That's up to you. So, yes, I'm very, very, very happy that they said it was not epilepsy. He does not think it's epilepsy. And I think he pretty much said you're not epileptic. So, I think it's been ruled out. Yay! Yay! At this dystonia, when I read about that, all that shaking, each one, MS kind of described what was it. There's things that fit, but things that don't. These are the similarities when the stretching, when it describes what the symptoms is and how that feels, how people have described that feeling in their bodies. I can relate. I can relate a lot to the dystonia. And since I was a kid, man, you get shivers. There was that old saying, somebody just walked over your grave. I get them all the time. That I would say, wow, I must be buried in a very high traffic location. Because it's like all the time, shivers, shivers. So, but I'm glad that would be more of it's not an epileptic thing. I'm watching an inspired video of dystonia and body movement. Because it's your body contorting and twisting. So, when I've talked about my hands, sometimes just laying my hands up, right? My body does do these weird twisting things. More so when I'm tired and stressed out. But at any time when the energy's up, so like in tickling and stuff like that, and that excited energy. Stress or excitement kind of has the same sort of impacts in your body, right? And that's why if we give a name to it, right? Say, not stressed, I'm excited. Bring it on! No. I be careful with that too, right? What is that for you? Innocence. Return to that innocence before I start shuffling again. Right? We're getting in touch with that inner child. They say we grow up too fast, but did we really grow up? No, we're putting on that show like we are grown up. So we're all children in adult bodies pretending to be adults. Your inner child hasn't grown up. We all need to do that. Some of us needs to reparent our inner child. Maybe. What's that for you? What you going to do this weekend? We got all these heavenly energies or universal energies or space energies. So for you, right? I mean, the moon affects the waters of the tide. We're mostly water. How can it not affect us? Right? That's the sun. Look at that. Ha! Cycles and movement. That's what we're focusing on. What are we switching, right? And that dancing, getting that body moving, because that's what we need to do. Energy in motion. That's our emotions. And we can dance through anything, really. Get that body in motion. Any way that you can. Slow and steady. And listening to it, listening to those cycles and creating movement within those cycles, right? Because, right, we see the cycles of spring. We had to learn to plant, when to plant, to work with those cycles. Because we plant in the winter, the seeds ain't going to grow. We're going to have a hard time digging into the frozen ground, too, right? So it's learning with those cycles and creating those movements and shifting those things within those and not working against the cycles, but working with them. Like us women, you know, if we know just before we start or whatever, these are hard days for me to get through. I have bad PMS. We start keeping track of those cycles. We don't schedule appointments or anything that's going to really be demanding of our energies when we're not going to have those energies. So it's so important to pay attention to those cycles and movements, and that's how we create those shifts, right? Remember, it's not in a circle. We're doing the spiral. Right? We're going up. Have a higher perspective each time. Maybe. So let's reflect on those cycles and what you shifted, what you're going to move this weekend. Pick one. Start with little ones. We don't need to. We want to set ourselves up for success too, right? Because hey, we've experienced enough failures. Let's set ourselves up for success in doing little bits, right? We go little baby steps, right? We got to take that first step, anyways. Take that first step. Calling in all of our energies from the east. That's the path of illumination and clarity. Place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south. That's the childhood, the innocence, the waters, the emotion. Calling back all of our energies from the west. The earth, the woman, the place of introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north. That's the wisdom years, the air, the mental. When we walk the red road, our earth walk goes from south in childhood, where we come in, we're born pure, innocent little babies, right? And we collect our stuff that we might need to purify after we get up to the adulthood, purifying all that we're not, right? South, childhood up to adulthood, north, where we can retreat and relax, right? Because it's a go, go, go. Then we need to retreat and slow. Maybe it was said for you. East to west is the blue road of spirit that's always with us. And spirit is always with us. The loyalty to his all creation. Where's our loyalty lie? Right? To that source inside, that which gives us life. What is that for you, right? I mean, dog won't be loyal to even the one that is abusive to it. Or not to bite the hand that feeds it. What are we being loyal to? Are we being loyal to the abuses? Are we being loyal to insecurities and fear? What is that for you? Look at that in you. But the spirit is with us as always. We can tap into that connection anytime, right? That's the east shield. That's the illumination and clarity. We go from the east to the west, right? And back to the east again. It's the illumination and clarity that the spirit is always there. That energy is always there. That energy is always in motion. There's constant cycles, deaths, and rebirths that's been going on since the Big Bang, since God said, let there be light. Whatever that is for you. So many creation stories. Why we come from different parts of the world. All basically the same. Made by the Creator. Man to take care of the earth. Man the last one on the line of creation. Above, below, and within. Okily dokily. Spread them. You singing it with me? Spread them, spread them, spread them. Now we gotta spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them, spread them. Gotta be swinging, we gotta swing it sometimes. We gotta swing, we gotta swing, we gotta swing it sometimes. What are we gonna do first? What we gonna do first today, brain? Never mind, brain. You get out of the way. Let spirit pour through. Bring you the purest messages to you. Maybe I need more. I love sleep. I need more. I've been staying up way too late. No seizures because I don't have seizures. I don't think there are even seizures. This is good. This is good. This is good. Spasming, right? Stinks, but I don't think it's a brain thing causing seizures. I feel my muscles and stuff seizing up, but it's not a brain thing causing the seizures. You know, and dystonia affects your muscles and stuff. That's not a brain thing either. So that's a movement disorder. Movement disorder? I think dystonia. dystonia. Something you see like in Parkinson's. It's Parkinson's can come with dystonia or not. I'm just learning about it, okay? But that's what I feel. It says about the twisting of the head. I get these twitches all over, twitchings in my legs, like my Elvis curl, I would call it, or so my eyes get twitchy. Maybe even felt like a twitch in my head. Twitchy. But not like that dancer twitch. It's good. Yep. Hello? That's my phone ringing.
Suspected spam.
It's suspected spam. Hello? So we're not going to answer it.
It's your mobile phone. It's ringing.
So have you ever called me and answered?
Please answer.
That's why I answered my phone. Hello? 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 Yeah, so if you're calling my cell phone and I answer the phone like that, that's why, because that's my ringtone. Hello? Suspected spam. Okay, that's good. I don't need to answer the spam. No spam, ma'am. Okay.
Hey there, how you doing?
There's my other one. You hear that? Hey there, how you doing? Recorded my own ringtones. And I got my kids on there all saying, I love you. Yeah. Anyways. Do the overalls or do you want to think about it and then see what that's balancing? Let's do some reflection then. Receiving. What are we reflecting? It's a feminine, creative energy. Reflecting creatively. Here we go. Okay. So, at the creative, we're reflecting, we're looking into the sacrifices that we have made and sacrificing that ego self, tapping into that higher self, that soul self, that source self, the source of yourself. All right, remember the story of the sun dance, so the men can relate to the blood, sweat, and tears. It's leaving it there. It's honoring and appreciating what has given us life, where we come from. Honoring that sacred in ourselves. To sacrifice was to make sacred. It's not a horrible thing for suffering. You know, sacrifice meant to make a sacred. So when you sacrifice yourself to the higher good, to the will and benefit of all, whatever that is, to the will of your source, whatever that is, for the unlimited potential of all, whatever that is, right? You make yourself sacred. You make your life sacred when you honor yourself. And you go through life with grace and ease, right? You stop trying to be a duck when you're a beautiful swan. You stop trying to be a swan when you're a duck. Hey, you stop trying to be a bird when you're a frog. Whatever it is for you, you know? You're a fish. You don't go try and climb a tree, you know? And if you do, you don't get hard on yourself for not knowing how, because you're a fish. You're not meant to climb trees. Oh, it's sacrificing, making sacred that self who you truly are. Right? Opening up with that grace and ease to that flow. Sacrificing that need to be something else. Let's give that up, trying to be something that we are not. Giving up That we try to be something we are not. This is what is all of our work here, right? Opening up grace and ease, sacrificing. We are not a duck, okay? Let's let go of that disappointment. Let's just, I just wanted to quack like a duck. I don't want to hanker. I want to quack. Whatever that is for you. I'm going to crack. I already did. Cracked wide open. I have cracked wide open, and I'm good with that. Anyways. So that's what we're doing. We're reflecting on that. What are you clearing out? All that you are not, that grace and ease. What comes easy to you? What are you feeling that, okay, I'm trying to push this too hard? What seems to come naturally to you? Oh, you read the words better when they're down there like that, don't you? All right, we're leaving it like that again. Gosh, 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 gosh. Gush, gush, gush. Goodness gracious, gush, gush, gush. Ow, I get too fussy. I try not to be. I must sacrifice that fussiness in me. It is how it is to be. The Creator will, not my will. I align mine with Creator, with the source of all. With the source of all. Anyways, okay, enough, because I want you to see the swan's face. So we're sacrificing all that we're not. We're tapping in with grace and ease. We're not trying to force ourselves, because who we are will come naturally from us. Who we are will come naturally from us if we just let that flow. If we, okay, I am not what I am not. I am what I am. What is that for you? Let's take that action. How we take that action to connect more to that within us. To bring that more out. To release the fear to be that. What is that for you? It's that action we're taking. It's that one step, right? We can take one step. It's up to you. This is take what is speaking to you. What's it saying for you to do? Right? There's illumination and clarity. You're tapping in to get your own illumination and clarity. It's not somebody else. So it's not going outside. It's not going to the other swan saying, how do I be a swan? When you're a duck, you open up to, I'm a duck. I need to be a duck. Right? I'm a swan. I need to be a swan. Whatever that is for you. We tap into that. We get illumination and clarity within ourselves. So take action on that. And it's opening up to let that flow through. So it's not like acting and pursuing, right? Because it comes to you. Ask and you shall receive, right? Find those quiet moments. It comes with grace and ease. If you're fighting for it, it might not be meant for you, because things that are meant for us come easily. We don't have to fight for them. Fighting is the man-made concept. Fighting is man's work, not God's work. What are we gathering to? It's like 8 and 8. It both equals to 8. 8's infinity. Infinite. That's my life path number 2. Numerology. 8. So what does that say to you? It's infinite. Spirit is infinite. Your spirit is infinite. The body is limited. Maybe it's that need to try and keep this body alive, right? And not going with the natural flow of things. What is that? So what's that action you can take for that illumination and clarity? You're gathering all the strength back to you. And what is that saying to you? Gathering everything that you're not, right? Gathering maybe all the lessons you've learned. Gathering all parts of yourself back to you. Right? We're looking up, making that divine connection. They're all kind of facing this way. Right? What do we have on this side? Never east, right, we west, right? Introspection. We need to go looking within. Or is it the east? I don't know. What's it saying to you? So we're taking that reflection of what needs to be sacrificed within us. What needs to be let go of. what needs to be made sacred, what needs to be, honored and then transmuted. What is that? We get that illumination and clarity by gathering all of our energies back to us so we can sort them out. How can we sort out what needs to be released? If it's all buried, if it's all scattered out there, we project it out so we don't keep it in here. I don't know. How does that work for you? What is that for you? What does that all say to you? And overall, is to bring us to this center, finding that spot in ourselves. Oh, excuse me. Oh, weekends, any day you watch. Timeless lesson, bringing it to center. Bringing it to our core. Right? That's the fire medicine over in the east. That passion and spontaneity. Remember, spontaneity is not impulsivity. So this weekend, it's taking one step. What's lighting your fire? What's that passion inside of you that wants to be expressed? Right? That you need to give up that fight to keep that within there because you're going to be rejected. Everybody's going to find out you're not a swan and you're a duck. Whatever that is, what lights that fire? And do something. Is there something you've always wanted to do? Right? So it's not impulsive. You've been thinking about this for a while. Maybe listen to that and take that action when you're getting called to, right? That excitement, anticipation, that confrontation. Confront if you don't do it. What is holding you back? The truth, right? The wild boar, the warriors were sent out to fight the wild boar. The most truthful were honored. Those who could not face their own selves did not make it. Apparently. I think that's how it goes. Been a while. But we need to confront in ourselves what we are not. What are we following? And is it our passion? Are we doing things spontaneously where it has some forethought, or impulsively, where we're not thinking about, okay, if I do this, what would happen, right? Or something like that. It's different. Impulsivity is different than spontaneity. So this weekend, get in touch with something, the passion, and take action on that as you're guided to. Confront. You're feeling like, no, I can't do that. What has stopped you from acting on this before? So it's in confronting yourself. I think the greatest war, that's where Tom, in the 100, I'm on the last season, but there is basically humans kind of recycling. It's very interesting, right? And of course that conflict, is it men, God, being in faith, having faith, or I'm doing this on my own, and very, very interesting. Where was I going with that? The last season, you're going to cycle around. Right, they're talking about the war, the final war. And I thought, you know what? I don't think the final war is an outside war. I think final war is the war man has going on within himself. The war where he separates himself, where he's not spirit and he's human. That war of duality inside to bring that peace inside together. I don't know. I'm just okay. But as for the show goes, like that's my prediction at the end. It's the war, the battle of man versus himself. Man versus himself. Not man versus man. Okay, man, woman versus themselves. This is our battle inside here. I don't know. What's that for you? You got to confront that in yourself. What's it saying to you? Right? Returning to that sacred space is what we all need to do. What is lighting that fire? We're taking care of those medicine wheels. We're seeing those cycles and movements, and we're creating that in ourselves. There's another 8. And we all have that. There's some clarity, some illumination and clarity. We're respecting our own space. It's more likely we're going to respect the space of others, because we take all bodies are sacred, whether it's our body or somebody else's body. Every body is sacred, right? And deserves that space. So return to that innocence and see everyone. We see everyone as innocent. We see everyone as innocent little babies. My hair's knocking it over. Out of the way. Weirdo. Okay. So, right, we're returning to our innocence and that knowing that we all have these sacred spaces and seeing all as innocent little babies, right? We do the best with what we know how, right? We're given gifts. Sometimes these gifts don't seem like such gifts, right? But we need to learn and relearn, right? Let go. Live and learn and love. Love, living, and learning. We need to be those peacekeepers. How do we become those peacekeepers, right? We're gathering together and sharing our art, sharing our hearts. Knowing we are all in this together. We're all on earth. We're all earthlings. We're all spiritual beings. We're all created from the same source, no matter what you call it. No matter what you call it. I mean, how can something so almighty be picky on what you call it? Don't think it's, sticks and stones break my bones, names will never hurt me. So, like, we attribute our humanness. We do. We attribute our humanness to, look at how we do that to all. We project our feelings on animals and speak for them, but we're projecting those feelings onto them. Above, below. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay, see? We got above, below, look at that. We have to see through the cultural illusions, right? Dolphins, the swimmers, swim in the eternal light. That we are all family, right? The inspiration, excitement, we are all family. It's that nurturing lodge of the bowls, the fruit of devotion, right? We all have it in us to balance and live in beauty, in equilibrium, right? Through the lovers finding the spirit within unite with ecstasy, right? So when we find that in ourselves, we're able to share that with others. We honor our sacred space. We're going to honor that in others and see the beauty and innocence in all. Then we can all come together in peace and see past those cultural illusions that we are separate, that there is only one name for God and the source. And if you're saying it a different name, you are not talking about the same source of everything. Whatever that is for you, I don't know. How does that show up in you and in your life? Or does it? Maybe it doesn't even at all. And then now, I don't know. There we go. We did above, below, within, didn't we? Yeah, I just sorted them all out. Okay. So, we're doing, right? It's that sacrificing. We're looking within. This is the reflection. And then we're reflecting on this. How do we get to that? How do we get there now? How do we get there from here? What is that? I don't know. Balancing those energies inside, seeing our passions, changing those cycles. We're taking that one step. So we're reflecting on that one step in this dance. Well, here's two that flew out with that one. Flat on the bottom, right? The allure through opposition. I read that one. The whole book on that, right? So it's like we've already got everything. We don't need it. So that's how it draws it to us, because it's about we don't need it. We need to determine our wants and our needs. Become those whirling rainbow warriors of peace and resting. And to rest for success, right? Get that unlimited vision. Soar with the eagles, like above it all to see. Get a higher perspective. We need a higher perspective to look at the bigger picture, and then we come in and, what are those steps we can take to get to that bigger picture? Right? To be that sacred warrior, to bring more peace. Because now's that time to rest, right? Or we pushing. We keep pushing that passion. Keep pushing for that passion. But if we just let it flow, right? If we know we've already got it in us. It's already there. So we draw it to us more by going, we already have it. It's already ours. It's already there. What is that for you? What is that for you? What does that all say to you? You get these to stay up there. My leg is hurting. Cramp in my hip. Ow. Oh, that hurts. It really does. And this one's not staying backwards anymore. Ow. Excuse me. Sorry. Apologize. Well, I need to stop doing that so much, but It's all right. It's all right. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Warrior for success. I'll just leave this one down here with that. Okay. Woo! All right. So we're reflecting on when we're going to take that action. Right now, we're resting before we take that action. Right? And we're seeing how do we bring more peace first into our own worlds, right? We find that peace within, and then we can share that without expectations. Ouch. And share it with others. And then we're gathering to us to find that clarity, that illumination of where's the step? Where are we stepping next to create these shifts in movement, these energies in motions, to change the cycles that aren't working, to reinforce the ones that are, to return to our innocence. What is that action? Okay, we're taking that one that flipped up down there. It's the sunset, transformation. That's that action. We're releasing and letting it go. Right? The ride through the desert toward the setting sun. We're allowing that transformation to happen. We're getting out of our way and seeing we're transforming into this beautiful swan. We weren't a duck. So we get that illumination and clarity when we gather back all of our energies to us and we see this is our sacred space. And we transform into that highest vision that we have of ourselves, aligned with the highest vision Spirit had for us as well. Right? Gives us those tools inside that keeps leading us. Through our passions, we find our purpose. Right? Knowing that all people have that too. And it's not a competition. We all need to be here on this earth right now. We're all going through these major transitions. And how are you doing with that yourself? Sometimes we need to rest as we're going through it. Are we still fighting to hang on to the old ways? Okay, there's some old ways that need to be coming in and transforming into our new, more helpful ways, whatever that is for you. So in that overall, what are we confronting? That passion, our purpose. That one step, if we're feeling pulled off, ouch. That's more than one. I just want the one. Not a separate, ever deepening love for yourself, for the world, for others, for that source of all. Just one, please. Thank you very much. Just one makes it easier for me. Out. Just the one. Reconfronting. There. Ha! I was on the floor anyway. Relating to that power. Do we feel the power that we're using our own, or are we called to Spirit and bring that in, right? There's ego flies closest to Spirit, right? Carries those prayers up there. We have direct connection to a source as well, but where are you getting your power from? Are you empowering? Or are you trying to take that from others? It's time to confront that in yourself. Are you fighting for your passions? 9, see, 9's almost the end, the completions. The time to fight is done. We don't need to fight anymore. It's tapping into those passions, seeing that we all belong here. Yeah, we do. No exceptions. We're all innocent little babies. We all belong here at this time. There we go. See? We all have the energies in us, and we all are called to do this now, to balance these energies in us. All of those. See that we have everything we need. What we don't, we can ask and we can receive. It's not about taking from others. It's all there. All there, right? So it's sacrificing. Sacrificing that you're the only one. Oh my goodness. Or that. Whatever that is for you. Ah! I'm hurting. So starting to feel whatever that is for you. 6, right? Sundance. That self. Getting in touch with that source. That self inside. Know you have all these energies. These are all here. That's your sacred space. Right? And that's when we plant those seeds of prosperity. Right? There, little babies. The seed of prosperity. We plant those seeds. Right? When you plant a seed, do you go in there and dig it up? No, it's not going to grow then. We balance that. We plant those seeds in ourselves. We transmute that shit. We see that we are all innocent. We all have these energies We can all balance that and live in ecstasy, beauty, whatever that is for you. But it all begins within, right? I'll tap into me, you tap into you. And we can hold space for each other too. We can shine those lights and be beacons to help others amp up their lights too. We don't shine for anybody else. They shine for themselves. But we shine because that's our purpose. What makes you shine? What lights your fire? What is that for you? What step are you taking towards that dream this weekend or whatever it is? Maybe this is a resting weekend for you. Maybe it's the time to plant those seeds. It's plant a seed of prosperity in that sacred space in you. Trying something new or something you've always wanted to do. Whatever that is for you. All right. All right. Have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Aha. Biggest heart hugs ever. Oh, thank you for being you, shining your light through everything you do. That's right. All these humans here, all us innocent little baby humans need you. Yeah, we do. Every single one of you. Yeah. Yeah, you too. All right? Just accept it. We need you. Okay? Be you. Fully, holy, and true. Love you. Thank you. Put it all out there, my friends, right? Discover all that talent you have inside of you and then put it all out there. My friends, I'll try and move this more slowly. I know I've moved it too fast before. I'd like to show you them all anyways. Alright, there we go. Such beautiful cards. Such beautiful cards. There we go. Okay. Out. Right, tease. Oh, out. There you go. Love yous.